Welcome to the Epic Man podcast, where we let our curiosities and theories run wild and sometimes talk relevant news. I'm Josiah, and with me, my two friends and co-hosts, Ben and Mike. How are you guys doing today?
Guys. Guys.
Someone has decided to come back once again. His glorious return.
Hello.
You're welcome. Hi.
Oh, hi, Mike. Nice to see you again.
I'm here. I made it.
Hi.
Back in the saddle again.
I like when you're in the saddle.
It's been about a week. Wow, Ben. That's you just came back and you're already just knee deep in
Swinging. Yeah.
knee deep in the
Or
Pride
balls
Month.
deep, maybe. I don't know.
Balls deep in Pride Month, bro. We gotta chill.
How's it going, Ben? It's been a while.
It's been a while, if you know what I'm saying. It's going good.
Good to have you back, man. It's good to have you back.
Good to
Yeah.
I know that you've been, dealing with a lot of crazy stuff. You basically got exposed as an alien.
Yeah.
So then you had to go into hiding for a while.
They found out what happened with the obelisk like a year ago, and things got crazy out of that.
It's just been crazy ever since for you.
Yep.
So, but your people, they're
back.
They're looking out for you. They're
They sent me
protecting you.
back. They sent me back. They thought that my work here was not yet done.
Ah, yep. You're like freaking Gandalf or something, dude.
Yeah, I'm here again.
And you're literally wearing white, so you're Ben the White now instead of Ben the Gray.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
I had a dream about aliens the other night,
Oh no.
which is weird because I don't ever remember my dreams, but I remembered this one very specifically. But the
Oh,
aliens
yeah.
were super
Tell
chill.
us about it.
They were super chill. They
They
just
weren't like trying to probe you all the time.
no, they were like actually cool people. They came to Earth and stuff, and they were like, "Yo, you guys are just kind of, we hear a lot of people making jokes about this, but in my dream, this is what they were saying. They were basically like, you guys are just kind of like the outcast planet. You're just kind of like the weirdos in the galaxy, and nobody really cares about you that much."
Honestly, my
but-
people kind of feel that way too.
Yeah. But they were just kind of chatting it up. I was actually like sitting at like it was like some sort of table with an alien, and we were just like drinks. We were just like taking drinks and stuff and just kind of chilling and drinking margaritas or something like that on a beach. And he was just telling me about his alien life.
Margaritas with the aliens.
Yeah,
Interesting.
exactly.
Aliens love margaritas.
Yeah. He was like, "Yo, you guys screw up everything on this planet, but the one thing you guys get right are your margaritas."
Hey,
They're so
He's not wrong.
yummy.
not wrong. It's the one thing we get right.
Yeah, just the margaritas, man. So that
Just
was
the
an
margaritas.
interesting dream.
Yeah,
Also, I'm
nice.
sick, so that's cool.
Yeah, that's gross.
Rest in
Which is kind of
peace.
weird because I got sick after I had
pieces.
that dream about the aliens.
Mhm.
Dude, it wasn't a dream. It was actually happened.
Maybe
It's
Wow.
a memory.
it all makes sense now.
It
You
all
didn't
makes
see what
sense.
the alien. You didn't see what the alien was sneaking under the table during those drinks.
Hey, total little thing here, but this is current news. Sometimes we talk
All right,
relevant
all right.
news too. So the weather today in Canada is now down into like the 80s. So
Down.
To the 80s?
yeah,
Was it higher?
yesterday in Canada, British Columbia, if you have not heard about this, it got up to 121 degrees.
No.
What?
No.
Where?
Over
Like
in
what?
Washington, they were having weather
Hold on.
in like the 110s.
What?
You
That's
know what's crazy about
insane.
that is one of the hottest temperatures ever recorded in history was in Death Valley, California. It was 134 degrees. These dudes were only like 10 degrees off of one of the hottest like points of heat.
In
Never.
freaking British
Anything like
Columbia?
this? 100
Yeah.
In
hundreds
BC?
Dead, hundreds dead amidst Canada heat wave.
That's insane.
400 people died
What?
because there was just nothing
What?
they could do.
That just makes it like really tragic.
Yeah. Seattle got hit with
86
108
people.
degrees on Monday.
Man,
Yeah, dude. I don't know what happened, but yeah.
I was literally inside all day yesterday, so I have no idea what the weather was even
Well,
like. So
I had a
wasn't
friend
bad.
who was like, "Oh my gosh, dude, it's like 74 degrees in my house. This is so nice. It's actually kind of cold." And I was like, "What is wrong with you? Like 74 degrees is like warm.
Yeah,
like,
I don't like my house being 74.
no,
Yikes.
especially not in Michigan. And he was
Yeah.
like, bro, when you have record high temps, and I was like, well, how hot is it? And it was like 102, and I was like, ooh, and then it was like
Dang.
110, and then yesterday, yeah, and then freaking just north in Canada, 121 degrees.
Metro
Wow.
Vancouver police said on Tuesday evening that officers had responded to more than 65 sudden deaths since the heat
Thanks
wave
for-
began on Friday.
That's
Hold on, I
insane.
started to read articles that I was pulling up.
Wow.
To read.
Many of the deaths were elderly people. I'm not surprised by that too, because like they can't handle that much heat at that point.
A lot of people can't because
Yeah.
it's 120 degrees.
Yeah.
That's insane. I've never even heard that before.
Mm-hmm.
Environment Canada urged people to stay hydrated and remain indoors and check on older family members and neighbors.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine if your AC didn't work or something, or you don't have AC and that happened.
Yeah.
You just die.
die.
It was actually kind of interesting because I know in like the UK they don't have AC. Like AC is not really a thing in the UK at all.
Yeah.
So like imagine if they got a heat wave like that.
Yeah. Well,
Like, they'd be fried.
I have a friend who lives over in the UK, and what was it, like a month ago or something? They were like walking, and it was like 70 degrees here, but over there it was like 52 or something. I was like, ugh. They're like,
Wow.
yeah, it's cold for here, but still, this is like kind of normal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. What do you do?
Huh. I had no idea. I was just
I
sick
didn't
yesterday,
either until
so I
Mike said something.
Well, you're welcome. I got you.
good job.
I got you, fam. Listen, I'm here for all of you, so you guys all know what's going on.
Thanks,
What else
know?
is going on, Mike?
Thanks for
Lots of
being that
things.
guy.
Yeah.
Like, well, if we're gonna talk about news real quick, we'll get these all out of the way because we do have a topic tonight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Minor topic. It's
All right.
about dinosaur poop. But
Yes.
over in Fukushima, a radioactive wild boar pig hybrid has emerged
What?
in
Oh,
the nuclear wasteland.
what,
Apparently,
really?
wild boar and domestic pigs are mating, and they're all affected with radiation, and now they are just all over the place.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm
hundreds.
gonna. Wow. Okay. I kind of want to go hunt these boars.
Fukushima.
They have registered levels of radioactive element caesium, which
Huh.
is 300 times higher than the safety limit for it. Yeah, so these
Dang.
radioactive pigs just walking around. Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yep.
Wow.
yeah, because that area had been like completely like abandoned because of all the nuclear waste
Right.
and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now these boar and
2011. It was like
pigs.
abandoned. Now all the pigs are just like creating super mutant pigs.
Yeah. Apparently.
I love it when Ben shows back up and he hasn't been here in forever and then starts reading my articles.
Yep.
Hasn't brought his own news articles, but showed up to read my news articles. Appreciate it. It's good. It's good. It's good.
We should go wild boar hunting sometime.
I
But
don't
if
want
we
to do
go-
that.
If we
I
go,
don't-
we have to go like they did back in medieval times with like spears and stuff.
No,
and-
Beers
Ben.
and
Have you
hounds.
ever seen a wild boar, Ben? You ever had one run at you? You
Yeah,
know they
there's a
like
lot of-
kill they
Oh,
kill
yeah.
people on the regular.
Oh yeah, that.
Are you
oh,
ready
yeah.
to die, Ben? Are you ready to go fight a wild
Hey
boar
man,
and die, Ben?
there's worse ways to go.
Yeah, Ben. Like what, Ben? Like hot sauce
yeah, yeah.
or coffee?
Mike, the things that I'm not scared of doing don't make any sense. So
Yeah, it really doesn't make any sense because like you know how you're supposed to like kill wild boar. You're
Yeah.
supposed to let them charge you, and then you have to sidestep them, kick them over, and stab them in the stomach because they have a giant plate in their skull and like
Mhm.
right here too in their chest. It's really hard to kill wild boar, and
Bet you Josiah would
just-
do that with me.
they just
Oh,
murk
I'd
people.
absolutely do that. I've
You
been
know-
wanting to go wild boar hunting for years.
Listen, if we're gonna show up with a shotgun and blow these things' brains out, all right, but not Ben's
You
way.
don't
of-
want to use
we should-
spears?
Nope.
Spears and hounds? You don't want to go
Spears
like,
and
real
hounds,
fast?
Do you
man.
trust? Do you trust? Let's say Ben. All right, let's
Hey,
just lay the scenario out.
They may have
Josiah.
lost some
Okay.
people.
Hold
that
on,
worked
hold
for
on.
years.
I want to lay the scenario out, Josiah. You know, you got two wild boar.
Yeah.
They see you guys. You got your spear ready. You chuck
Spear
the first
ready.
one, and you're like, wow, land it. Boom, you drop it.
Bam.
You're like, Viking blood is pumping.
Whoa.
You make your ancestor proud. And you look over, and Ben, shaking, takes his arm and he whips the spear as hard as he can, barely hits the pig square in the eyes, and it bounces off and falls because it didn't have enough trajectory to go through the skull. And then you get run over by the wild boar, and Ben looks at you and goes, "Sorry, bro," and then he walks away. Because Ben doesn't die in that scenario. You die in that scenario, Josiah, and Ben leaves you dead.
Wow, Ben, why would you do that to me?
I mean, I wouldn't. That's Mike's scenario, but okay.
He probably wouldn't want to throw the spear too hard or it might make a loud noise.
Flap.
No, I'd do that with Ben.
I'd do it.
Listen, I'd watch you guys from far away.
Yeah.
I'd call
it's the
help
same
for
with
you.
swimming
Look.
with sharks. Mike would be like, man, I don't want to swim with those sharks.
I don't know. I don't know.
have said multiple times I don't want to swim with sharks.
Yeah.
Because they bite people.
So? People bite people too.
Yeah, but you know what, Ben? If I get bit by a human being on the street, I can run somewhere. You know what happens if I get bit by a shark? I have to swim. You know what that shark can do better than I can? Swim. Yeah.
That's not
You're
my
going to
problem.
walk up into his house on his turf. You're
Yeah.
going to mess with his face, his family, and then you're going to get murked. And then you're going to be like, oh.
I mean, to be honest, if you're messing with him and his family, you deserve to get murked.
Yes, and you're messing with them when you get in the water with sharks, Ben. You automatically are pissing them off.
It's more like you're just walking down the neighborhood.
No,
That is all you're
don't
doing.
go into their neighborhood. Their neighborhood is water.
If you're going up and going like, "Hey, Sharky," and you're poking them, prodding them, that's different.
Then what are you doing swimming with sharks, Ben, if they're super far away? Oh, look, there's a shark like 150 feet away from me.
Yeah.
No, because that's not what it's going to happen. What you're going to be like is let's swim closer, because it's always let's get closer. It's always what
I
it
want to
is.
get closer.
Yeah, see?
I don't want
to get closer. Listen,
I want to be like
I
5
don't
feet.
want to mess with nuclear. I don't want to mess with wild boar, but I really don't want to mess with nuclear wild boar.
You mean you don't want to
It'd
mess
be
with
like-
hybrid wild boars?
It'd be like Fallout in real
Nuclear
life.
radioactive wild boar who may have abilities that we don't know about.
Exactly.
That sounds awesome.
Sounds pretty legit. I'd make one.
Well, you know, it's fun. It's all fun in games like when you're playing zombies or whatever, and like a megaton shows up, and you're like, "Oh, I got a shotgun." Do it with a spear. Go grab a bunch of tomahawks in Outbreak and start trying to kill a megaton with that, and see how that goes for you. And then tell me later, yeah, I could take a boar with a.
That's not real life, Mike.
It might as well be. They're radioactive boar, Ben.
I wonder if you like pet it, if it like melts your hand or something.
Dude, I wonder if I could make it my pet and it has crazy superpowers, and I have a super pig.
What if you
As a
eat
pet.
it? Do you get superpowers?
No, you get sick and die.
I don't know. Haven't tested that theory
Yeah,
yet.
nobody's tested it. As far as we
Well,
know,
I'm sure that they have over there. and-
Someone's got to test it. Might as well be you.
there's probably just like some like restaurant that's selling like
Radioactive.
nuclear pigs for food or something.
Nah, doubt it. But
Radioactive
Still.
ramen, yummy.
hey,
Listen to this. I want to
tap in your step.
listen to this. This is Wildlife Removal USA right here.
Oh boy.
Spears for wild hogs and feral pigs. A cold steel bushman aimed at the ribs or lower front shoulder vitals can be difficult, but keep the spear in the animal if it does not immediately collapse. You need to maintain control until the hog dies.
Got to
When hogs
maintain
feel
that control,
cornered,
man.
they typically become very aggressive. When it charges, you are too far involved to not back out of the situation. Keep your stance and remember your aim. I'm asking you right now, Josiah, do you trust that Ben can wrestle a wild boar when he finally spears it to keep you safe?
I think Mike underestimates.
Ben, do you think you can wrestle a wild boar?
I've wrestled a pig.
No, I didn't say pig, Ben. I said wild boar. One that has tusks and can kill a human.
Yeah.
You think you could wrestle one?
Let's
Okay,
go.
Ben. Okay. Then the next time I see you, me and you,
Mike,
you're
I'm
not
gonna get on all
stick
fours and I'm gonna attack you
out.
like a wild pig.
I don't
and
have a
you
spear.
better bring it.
Period, Mike.
I'm not. You better bring it, and you better hope to God that you can kill me. If you can't kill me, can't kill a wild boar.
Mike, I'm gonna buy you a pig suit so we can test this theory.
We're gonna test this theory.
I am not gonna do that.
Why, Ben? Why? I'm not any scared. Listen, I am not scared than a wild boar. I'm heavy. I'm out of shape, and if you can't take me in a pig suit, then you can't take a wild boar,
not
Ben.
gonna
And if
take you
you're
with a
if you're
spear.
scared to fight me in a pig suit,
I'd
then
be
you
more
shouldn't
scared
be
to
messing
fight
with
you
wild
'cause you're
boar.
a human being and I don't want to kill you with a spear.
I didn't say you had to kill me. I said you had to fight me, Ben. You got to prove to me that you could take a wild boar.
How am I supposed to prove that theory if I don't have a spear to spear you?
I'll give you a giant stick to beat the crap out of me with. If you knock me, I'll let you knock me unconscious. I want you to hit me as hard as you can with that spear, and you better hope.
Sounds like a freaking mess,
dude.
Sounds horrible. He sounds like a masochist.
You're talking about killing wild boar, Ben. Listen, they even say that hunting wild boar with bow and arrow is a thrill and a challenge for challenge.
Okay, bow and arrow would be so fun.
It takes incredible practice, skill, and patience.
It is my best weapon.
The best placement is behind the shoulder, aiming for the lungs or heart. If
Mike,
you do not aim well, especially with a bow, the animal will not die, and the blood tracing will take a marathon. It has to be a 68-pound bow. Ben, can you draw a 68-pound bow?
Yeah.
How much is your bow, Ben?
It's only like 40, and it's a piece of cake. So.
But they're like, oh yeah, you can use firearms. You know what they say though? It's got to be deep, penetrating, and hefty.
Ooh. Deep
Ballistic tip bullets are normally used for small critters and occasionally for deer. They will not be effective against hogs. Bullets for killing hogs needs to break bone, rip through fat and cartilage without dissipating into chunks of shrapnel. So listen, these people are telling you, hey, if you're going to hunt these things, like, you better bring the heat. You guys are talking about giving Ben a spear and hoping he can keep you guys safe.
Okay, well, if it was just Ben and I, maybe not. But if we had like more guys,
no, you do it with the group. You wouldn't just do it with the two of you.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it just Ben.
You're supposed to.
Oh, now Ben's backtracking. No, you're not, Ben. No, you are not.
Circle or a line.
No.
Charge and then go.
Nope. You're supposed to shoot them when they don't see you coming. Because if they charge, you've already screwed up.
Oh.
By the way, I want to point out in the background over Josiah's shoulder there that his YouTube button has been replaced with a Lord of the Rings box set. And I am all for it. I love that YouTube, like, it's like, yeah, I got a YouTube, like, silver button, which is like, dude, awesome accomplishment.
Yeah.
And he's like, but I got a Lord of the Rings box set. And
yeah. Dude, the Lord of the Rings extended editions are just...
Yeah.
It's
just like,
it's hilarious that YouTube demonetized me literally like a week after I got that play button.
Yeah.
They're like, congratulations.
Hey, get out of our freaking face. Demonetized. So, yeah,
man.
It's good stuff. Listen, I didn't mean to get into all this boar stuff. If you guys want to hunt wild boar, I will happily film the whole thing.
We don't want to bore our audiences with the wild boar talk. So we should probably move on to something else.
Move on to something else. You know what happened else this week?
What else happened, Mike?
The Tour de France happened this week. And, all those guys, French guys in the little bicycles.
All right, let's move on to something else.
Wait. It gets better. Because this is the only reason I ever talk about the Tour de France. This is the only reason.
Okay.
A man with a cardboard sign caused like 100-person pileup because these French people with their bikes, I literally watched it. It's just a guy, he hits a cardboard sign and he falls off his bike. And it was one of the greatest things ever. If you guys have not watched this, please go look up the pileup. It is amazing. I just never thought in a million years that I'd ever see a man taken out by a cardboard sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Every time, apparently.
Yeah.
Like literally, if you watch it, it's not even that far in the way. The guy just bumps the sign. He's like, and he falls over, and all these bikers can't stop themselves, and they all run each other over. And it was like a massive pileup. There's like multiple injuries, and I'm like, why would you even? I don't understand the Tour de Force in the first place, but
yeah,
I also don't understand you spend your whole life training on a bike. You get taken out by a sign.
I mean, who knows? They're doing their thing over there, I guess. So
they're doing something. Anyways,
so dinosaur poop.
Dinosaur poop. Then tell us about dinosaur poop. Because I know you already pulled up an article about it.
No, I'm still reading about spearing wild boars.
You just said we're not going to bore our audience.
Gonna buy Josiah and I are gonna buy some boar spears.
That was a pretty good joke. I'm not gonna lie.
It was a good pun. It was a solid pun. Listen, scientists today, a couple days ago, recently, they found dinosaur poop. That doesn't seem like that's a big deal, except when they opened up the poop for the first time, they found a bunch of beetles in it. An unknown species of beetle.
Unknown species.
Yeah. And there was a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Like apparently, like their poop was riddled with these beetles.
Yeah.
And so scientists are learning a lot about how dinosaurs used to eat and stuff. I thought that was kind of fascinating. Like,
yeah, that is really cool. Yeah.
It's also kind of gross that they're just like poop, but you know, they're just like let's open the poop, let's look at it. You know?
Yeah. I mean,
It's actually
it makes sense. You know, you want to learn more about dinosaurs, so if you got some dinosaur poop, you might as well just cut it open. You know, see what's going on.
Absolutely. Yeah. Totally.
It's like, oh, look, beetles. Okay.
Beetles. They were eating beetles.
Yeah.
But like scientists are kind of surprised that they're like, okay, like.
But this was like a small dinosaur.
Yeah, it's a Sileosaurus.
Yeah.
Sileosaurus, whatever.
That's super tiny.
It's not very big, but they said that that's they don't actually know for sure if that's what ate it, but they said that they found fossils next to the poop, so they're just assuming. But yeah, these things were about 7.5 feet long from nose to tail tip. But they weren't very tall, and they used to eat beetles and like pick up insects off the ground.
Huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I was just like, interesting. Yeah. So the species of beetle has never been seen before, and they found enough of them to like actually find. I think they actually found like one full solid body of one.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
But they found like a bunch of different ones that were like in different shapes and sizes and stuff like that. Yeah, that they recompiled.
Well, this is like a beetle that isn't like around anymore or anything.
No, there's nothing like this alive anymore.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like they found like fossils of like dragonflies that are huge too and stuff.
Yeah.
With like wingspans that are like that, like 2 feet wide or something. Like insane.
It is. It's nuts.
Can you imagine seeing a bug that big just flying around?
I can't mess around with that. I'm gonna be honest. I have like a huge phobia. Like of all the things in the animal kingdom, like bugs don't like regular bugs don't freak me out that much.
Yeah.
But like the idea of a bug being bigger than me, or big enough to me, to do harm to me, freaks me out. Because
if a dragonfly that big bit you, that would hurt so freaking bad.
So bad. Well, the thing is too, like, you know, like if you meet a dog or a cat or some kind of feral animal, like you could scare them away and like, they might mess with you and stuff. It's like scary, but like, I don't know. There's like almost like this level of like, maybe I could reason with it or like, shoot, even there's stories of people getting attacked by bears and they scare off a grizzly bear with a stick. But like, what are you going to do against the
bugs?
Bug?
Are totally different.
Yeah. They don't care.
They don't run away.
They don't run. They're there for a specific purpose and a specific reason.
And they will die trying to maim you.
And not only that, but this thing doesn't have flesh, soft flesh.
Yeah.
It has a giant exoskeleton that is basically armored plates on its body that goes like, if you get in the inside, dude, I'm screwed. But like chances of you getting inside of this, not good.
Yeah, and there's also like they've also found like fossils of I think it was millipedes that are like 6 feet long or something, or 8 feet long.
It's terrifying. Millipedes don't freak me out as bad because I've heard millipedes are relatively harmless. Centipedes scare the crap out of me.
Like, have you ever seen like those house centipedes? Oh my gosh, those are like the creepiest things.
Those things are like this big. Yeah, they freak me out, dude. I can't do it. Like. Ugh. It started. I mean, I used to be freaked out by them in general, but it really started after watching King Kong. King Kong.
Oh yeah,
that scene where like those giant ones like just start grabbing people and eating them. Yeah. Plus, like, dude, if you just go watch a video of like a centipede, like a close-up video of a centipede eating something, they are brutal. They're like apparently hunters, and they're like they wrap their arms around them.
Pull them in, they're vicious, man.
Yeah, they bite them and then like poison them.
Yeah.
Like
there's this one
that's big enough to eat a human.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. That'd be insane and terrifying.
I can't mess around.
I think I'd rather die pretty much any other way than
I'd rather be in a human centipede than fighting a real centipede.
I don't know, that'd be pretty terrifying too.
Man. Nope, I'd rather
we should create our own human centipede.
No.
I don't want to eat poop.
No.
That thing will eat my poop. That's what's scary.
The person, whoever is at the front gets it the least worst of
That's
everybody.
true. That's absolutely true. The thing is here, like either way, whether you're in a centipede, in a human centipede, or getting attacked by a centipede, there's gonna be poop. And that's the scary part. That's the thing I don't want to mess with.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of that. But we have like these centipedes over in like the desert in near Arizona, I think, that are like, they're huge. They're like, they can get like a foot long, I think. And I watched like a YouTube video about it, and someone had it like in a jar, and you could literally hear like its claws like clacking on the jar and stuff because it was like trying to get out. It's like, ugh, no, no, no. And then he had to bite him, and yeah, his whole arm just swelled up, and he had to go to the hospital.
Yeah, I can't mess with that. Like, nope.
Yeah, so it makes you. I wonder what other kind of bugs there were back in the day that were huge and stuff.
So
the largest centipede found was 10 inches long.
That's insane.
Yeah, I don't.
There's a centipede called the Peruvian giant yellow leg centipede or the Amazonian giant centipede.
Yeah,
it's a centipede in the genus Scolopendra. It's the largest centipede species in the world with a length exceeding 30 centimeters.
Yep.
Woo. Woo. Wow.
Disgusting.
Yep. I don't want to mess with that. I can't do it. It's just, it freaks me out so much.
Yeah.
Like, just look evil.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Centipedes are actually like, they might even be like creepier than spiders in some ways.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's crazy though is if you find like a centipede in your house, like the smaller ones, they say leave them.
Yeah.
They said they're actually like super helpful because they kill like every other pest in your house. It's like basically having like security in your home. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But that still freaks me out. Like, yeah, I can't mess around with that. Like, it's weird to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what
I watched like
gross is that they're a carnivore too.
Yeah.
Okay, so the dragonfly fossil that they found, apparently these dragonflies, these giant dragonflies had a wingspan of 28 inches.
No.
Yeah.
So 2 feet.
That's
just over 2 feet.
Yeah,
that's
over 2 feet.
Never.
Woo! Wow.
No. Nope. I'm not messing with
Dude, that's
that.
like as long as that pizza we bought, but a little bit longer.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
Dude, I don't like that.
That thing could just like attack you and just like destroy you.
Yeah, no, dude, like for real.
You'd probably just run away screaming.
And think about how like hardy bugs are too. Like, we're huge compared to them, but they can take a lot before they die and stuff.
Yeah,
like that beetle that we found. That could, that could take like the force of like 7 blue whales or something.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like, what do you do? What do you do with that?
Imagine a beetle like that, but like this big.
Dude, you guys want to see something that freaks me out? Have you ever looked up a giant Weta? Weta.
Oh yeah.
Dude, those things scare the crap out of me.
Weta.
Oh, I hate.
They weigh more than a sparrow. They can get almost 4 inches long.
What is it?
It's something that's like native only to New Zealand.
Yeah, and it's like a giant cricket.
A weird cricket. Yeah.
It looks like it's like a giant cricket, bro. Yeah.
It's like a spiky armored cricket.
Their genus name, which is Dinocrita, which means terrible grasshopper.
Yeah.
That's why like Weta Workshop. That's what they named their workshop out after, is the Weta.
Really?
Because it's like native to just New Zealand, so they're like, hey,
that's crazy.
Let's name our company after this.
High elevation of South Island.
Yeah.
Gross. I hate it.
Yeah.
So the giant prehistoric millipede.
Yeah.
Could grow up to 9 feet long.
No.
That's insane. That's huge. And did you ever hear about the I think they're like sea scorpions or something that used to be around too?
You know what? You can take that straight to hell too.
So it was an 8-foot long sea scorpion.
No.
Yep.
Get rid of that.
And it basically swam underwater where you couldn't see it coming, and it was also a bit of a cannibal as well, so they would eat each other. But they would just like swim along the bottom and stuff, and apparently they could like just yoink you from below.
Dude,
and stuff.
So gross. So you're talking about the Arthropleura, right? The giant millipede. Yeah, 9 feet long.
No. Never.
It was known as the largest known land invertebrate that ever roamed planet Earth.
No.
Yep.
Nope.
So yeah, things used to be really fun back then.
I am not looking forward to trying to go to sleep tonight.
Dude, you can tame Arthropleurias in Ark.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, but that's a video game.
It's amazing.
Well, they have those sea scorpions in Ark too, don't they?
Yeah, it's the what are they called?
I don't like that. I really don't like that. Like, I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. It's making my skin crawl.
They hit you with
talking about these
and
things.
It knocks you out immediately.
Like, oh my gosh, dude.
So
it's amazing.
Needless to say, I'm glad that those things aren't around anymore.
This is why I love art, because you know they like reimagine these things.
Yeah, and they, you know, you can get like the giant sloth in Arc too.
No, you know what? You guys need to stop with this mess. This is the thing, because you know what? That's the scary part about this. That's just the stuff they've discovered.
Yeah.
You know, but like we know, like, you know, at the bottom of the ocean they have those giant arthropods, like that big, and like, you know, basically are like walking tanks because they live at the bottom of the ocean with all that pressure and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, so imagine, like, we had bugs, prehistoric bugs that were like capable of, you know, going toe to toe with those things, and like, no.
Oh yeah. I mean, you know, like the sea scorpion could probably go toe to toe with you, and destroy you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Can you imagine? There's Ben walking around with his freaking spear.
Yeah.
Having to protect me. Surrounded. Stand around. Listen, it freaks me out, dude. I don't even know. Like, what would you do if you're a giant boar and you tried to go up against one of those things? Nothing.
Oh, you get fricked.
I just can't imagine walking around a planet and just seeing like tons of giant insects everywhere.
No. Yeah, I'd be done, dude.
But you know what's giant insects and then dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Well, there was another discovery that was made this week as well.
Oh yeah.
From talking about, you know, prehistoric ancient times and stuff, that someone that they've nicknamed the Dragon Man. So it was like a massive human head that was found in China, in a Chinese well actually. And basically it's like a completely new like subspecies of human that they've discovered and stuff.
Interesting. Tell us about this.
It's a huge skull that was apparently wrapped up and hidden in a Chinese well. And it's a fossil. It's totally a fossil, but they've named it Dragon Man. And so the skull appears to have a remarkable backstory. According to the researchers, it was originally found in 1933 by Chinese laborers building a bridge over the Songhua River in Harbin in Chinese northernmost province during the Japanese occupation. To keep the skull from falling into Japanese hands, it was wrapped and hidden in an abandoned well, resurfacing only in 2018 after the man who hid it told his grandson about it shortly before he died. That's just like a crazy story in itself. Like that's
amazing. Yeah.
That would make such an incredible story. Like, wow, that's amazing. So they sent out an international team that went to go find the skull. And so they found the skull, and the skull has a unique combination of primitive and more modern features, with the face in particular more closely resembling Homo sapiens. One huge molar remains. So the skull, which is 23 centimeters long and more than 15 centimeters wide, is substantially larger than a modern human's and has ample room for a modern human brain. Beneath the thick brow ridge, the face had large square eye sockets, but is delicate despite its size. This guy had a huge head, said one of the researchers. So the researchers believe the skull belonged to a male about 50 years old who would have been an impressive physical specimen. His wide, bulbous nose allowed him to breathe huge volumes of air, indicating a high-energy lifestyle, while sheer size would have helped him withstand the brutally cold winters in the region. So, yeah.
Okay.
So then they kind of go on and stuff, and they talk about how, like, this is, like, changing a lot about what they think about ancient humans and stuff as well. So
well, you know what's weird about that is it almost like lends credence to the idea that maybe once upon a time there were giant people on the planet. But I know some of us don't believe in those. I know some of us don't believe in those. They were small and tiny, but here's a giant skull we have as proof that some of these dudes are rolling deep, rolling big. They make them big. Like them big, make them chunky.
I like them.
Well, it's kind of interesting because it makes you wonder, like, what if humans, like, especially, and not just humans, but what if a lot of like creatures and animals and stuff, what if they just looked completely different, especially like before the flood, with like the complete change of the atmosphere and stuff?
Yeah.
Like, if he had like a huge nose and nostrils and stuff, like maybe that was something that they had back before the flood when they just could like suck up all that good old atmosphere and stuff, and it was just really yummy, you know. So
so there's like a theory that that pre-flood, like, because for those that are listening and don't know this, but like a lot of me and Josiah for sure are Christians, and I mean Ben is whatever Ben is. It's probably some kind of weird Buddhist thing. No, Ben is also a Christian, but we believe that there was a giant flood on the earth at one point, and there's a theory by some people that are proponents of the giant flood. I believe that before the giant flood, there was like basically like the world was like almost a giant greenhouse, and everything grew bigger, grew stronger, like things like that. So there was like a much more like rich, healthy environment on the earth. So maybe that's why some of like ancient man looks different than what we think, because they had way more like ability to grow bigger and stronger, and same with like wildlife. I mean, we've seen in like biodomes and stuff, and they build them and put creatures in them. Those creatures do get like bigger and much healthier, and their species thrives, like their children and stuff thrive. So you got to wonder if maybe here's an example of that, where it's like, hey, maybe ancient man was a lot bigger than we thought he was.
Yeah.
I mean, they had a lot.
It's really cool to think about. And I mean, it could even explain like the whole dinosaur thing too and stuff, because like what if these creatures were like way bigger and like more powerful and stuff before the flood, and they just kind of started to die out because they didn't have good air levels or something after the flood,
oxygen
and
levels.
Giant sloth as well. The giant sloth's just like, dude, I can't do this anymore,
bro. I can barely breathe, and this mud is making it so hard to walk. I'm gonna die. I guess I'll just die. Hey, it was a rough go for that guy. Well, you know what? Hey, you just reminded me of something. Speaking of giant mammals, I do have another cool story I want to share with you guys. So just a couple weeks back, check this out. Chinese scientists discovered a new species of giant rhino, and they're saying that it was the largest land mammal to ever have walked the earth. The giant rhino, the Paraceratherium.
Oh yeah, Paraceratherium.
Shut up, Ben. Were mainly found in Asia, according to a press release from Chinese Academy of Science published Friday. This article was published on June 18th, so suck it, Ben.
Did I know what a Paraceratherium is?
The new species, which is Paraceratherium linzianese, or Linzia giant rhino, named by Chinese and U.S. team led Dang Tao, the Institute of Vertebrate Paleontology and Paleoanthropology, the Academy, which analyzed fossils found in 2015. The fossils usually come in pieces, but this one, with a very complete skull and a very complete jaw, which is rare. The skull was more than 3 feet long. And they said they also found part of the cervical spine. So based on all of the genetic analysis and not like the size of everything, the animal would have weighed 24 tons, was the same size as 6 elephants. His shoulders were more than 16 feet off the ground. The head was at 23 feet, and its body was 26 feet long. By way of comparison, adult male giraffes may exceed 18 feet in height, females reaching 14 feet.
Man,
I've known about the Paraceratherium for a long time.
Cool. Well, they just found this skull just released this report like a week ago.
Nice.
So
pretty sick.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
That's really crazy.
Real sick, man.
Yeah. Can you imagine just seeing that in real life? Jeez, that'd be insane.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure Ben has seen all of them.
Apparently, yeah.
Ben's an expert in this. Yeah.
Never told us about it, but
freaking stomp your stupid sloth. I'm talking about this stupid sloth. I want to hear about giant land rhinos.
But we really don't. If you think about it, we don't really have very many land animals that are like exceptionally huge.
No. Nope.
Like most of the giant animals we have are from the ocean.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
they get real big in that water.
Yeah.
Real big.
So
real big.
So I don't know. Maybe big animals just can't handle our current atmosphere or something,
Well, I mean, we know, like, I mean, elephants are the biggest thing we have, because like giraffes are tall. They're not like exceedingly muscular or anything. Like elephants are huge.
Yeah.
They require a lot of food to keep them going. And, if like we're just talking about, if there's a much larger food supply, but you also have to think that the effect we've had on the world around us. I mean, shoot, elephants were endangered for a while there because of how badly we were like, handling their environment and stuff. So we have to wonder if maybe we're some of the reason that species don't exist, like, or maybe even that they've stopped evolving and growing and developing as species because of us,
I mean, yeah, if people were out slaying dragons, which could have been dinosaurs and stuff, then,
Yeah. Hey. Like, hey, man, we got to kill these giant lizard things.
I gotta get some bragging rights here. So let's go freaking kill a dragon,
Bragging rights, dragon rights. Boom.
Nice.
That's the thing. Put that on a t-shirt. Yeah, no, I mean, it's interesting. I mean, but we're as humans, we're not known for not murdering things. We're actually known for murdering everything that we find.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, dude, check this out. We should kill it. I mean, we just talked about it. We're like, hey, look at those giant radioactive boar. We should murder those things.
Actually, I said we should make them pets first,
and then murder them.
Nah.
Like when you ate a guinea pig.
Hey, we don't talk about that.
I talk about it.
We don't.
That's what we were going to talk about. We were going to call out when Ben ate a guinea pig, and we are going to have him tell everybody it was like to eat that stupid guinea pig. Because if you guys didn't know this, Ben murdered and ate a guinea pig.
Wow.
Innocent.
Did you use a spear, Ben?
Guinea pig. Yeah, did you use a freaking spear? Did you circle it? Did you circle around it and beat it to death with spears?
He stabbed it. He's like, if I could do this, I could take out a wild boar.
I didn't kill a guinea pig.
Oh, okay.
I did regrettably eat one.
Regrettably eat one.
What do you mean by that, Ben?
Yeah.
I regretted every second of it. That's exactly what I mean by that.
How did it taste?
Yeah.
It kind of tasted like chicken.
How much of it did you eat, Ben?
Like a couple bites.
Cool. So
I ate a lot of.
Did they like roast it like whole? Like was it like spit roasted or something?
Oh yeah, it had like its eyes and everything.
Oh jeez. No.
It was horrifying.
I mean, there's only like a few bites to even like have.
Yeah.
Would you know that, Mike?
But like, I mean, they're not. Well, I used to have a pet guinea pig.
They're not
that much meat on those things.
No,
they're tiny.
And he was just like, "Oh, I only ate like a few bites." He's like, "Oh, just out of it." Listen, Ben, it hurts inside to think that when you walk around judging me and Josiah for being savages and stuff, that you murdered an innocent guinea pig and ate it.
Hurts me too.
Did it though? Because it seems like you really enjoyed it. Because then you were like immediately like, I gotta kill more stuff. Let's go kill a giant boar. Let's go murder boars with spears now.
Yeah, ever since then you've just been a complete just psycho killer, man.
Killer, I guess.
Yeah, bloodlust. Like once he got a taste, it was just over. It's like a wild dog. He's like, let's just keep. I need more blood.
Since then, I stopped killing anything. I haven't killed an animal in a long time, and I prefer never to do it again.
You just talked about murdering wild boar.
Oh my.
If I can go on a boar hunt with a spear, I'll take my chances.
But you just said you regret and don't want to kill anything more. And then you're like, we literally started this podcast. You'd be like, man, I can't wait to kill me some boar with a spear.
It probably needs to go.
Why would you assume that, Ben?
Because it's radioactive.
Ben, why are you xenophobic? Why do you hate wild pigs?
It's a hazard, Michael.
Is it a hazard? Nobody lives there, Ben. It's not a hazard if nobody lives there, right?
Hazard to your health.
Was that guinea pig that you ate a hazard too, Ben? Why do you hate guinea pigs? Ben, why do you hate cute animals? This is what happens when you come back after weeks of being gone. I have notes, lists of things.
Oh no.
Notes of things. I'm just saving up here to attack you.
Notes.
Notes. That was not notes. That was just a bunch of random drawings my dad was giving me. But I thought it added effect to like shake the papers around.
Look at all these, Ben.
Look at all these papers, Ben.
Oh man. Well,
I don't know.
You know, I kind of want to do an episode about like the flood, the giant flood and stuff. Kind of
That'd be pretty cool.
Flood myth, because there's actually a lot of mythologies that have like a great flood.
Yeah.
In their mythologies as well.
It's weird.
Like it's kind of crazy. There's like tons.
Yeah.
So it'd be kind of interesting to kind of like go through a bunch of those and stuff and just kind of check them out and stuff.
I would be all for that. I think we should do an episode on that.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
A giant flood episode. Also, well, we won't get into it this time because we don't have enough time. There was something that happened this week that was kind of important. Pentagon finally released their report on UFOs.
Yeah. We literally didn't get to that at all this week.
No, but we will. Don't worry.
We have a lot to talk about, guys.
Listen, every time I try to stop talking about aliens,
it just happens.
They just keep coming back.
Aliens. There's some. Yeah, I mean, I'm reading this. There's some crazy stuff in that. Yeah. It
talks about Ben in there too.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Ben's in the report.
There's some species of alien. They only eat guinea pigs. They're bloodthirsty, wild alien species. Yep. Once they kill their first thing, they have to keep killing. They prefer rodents. Yep.
So with that being said, we need to bring back weekly recommends. So, yeah.
Okay.
So let's do it, Ben.
Okay. Ben, weekly recommend.
What's your weekly recommend?
My weekly recommend is
Blade Runner 2049.
If you haven't played the game, it's come a long way since like 2015 when the beta was released.
Oh my god.
You need to play Ark Survival Evolved. It's a fun time. It's a great game. Final expansion for the first game came out.
Yeah.
Second game's coming out next summer. It's worth your time, especially if you like dinosaurs, you like survival, you like kind of crazy fantasy-esque stuff as well. It's a good time. It's a really fun game. I suggest playing it. I've been getting into it a lot recently again because every few months I pick it up and I just like play for hours because it's a blast.
Ben and I have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bet you do.
Yeah. Of course, it's not crossplay, so
Mike's jealous.
No, I'm not jealous at all. Why would I want to play that game?
Because it's great.
Yeah, is it so great?
Mhm.
Wow. I don't know. I have a lot of other games that I play that are pretty great too.
Good.
I get to ride around on like flying dinosaurs and stuff, and
You can tame wyverns. You can breed wyverns.
That's cool.
You like
so I climbed to like the top of a mountain yesterday, and we just like jumped off with parachutes, and it took us forever to go to the bottom. It was great.
That sounds
So
super
much fun.
boring.
Josiah and I have had some amazing times.
That sounds
like
super amazing.
4 in the
man.
morning playing that game.
My life has changed now because of this.
You know what, Mike? Stop mocking my suggestion for.
I'm not mocking your suggestion at all, Ben. I just told you it was awesome. I thought it sounded great, Ben. I'm really excited. Really excited for you. And
I think the next one's gonna be crossplay though. So
yep.
Yikes.
You'll have to get on that with us, Mike.
Yikes.
Michael.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
All right. What's your weekly recommend?
No. I want to hear yours.
All right,
Josiah.
Mine is
Here we go.
The Last Kids on Earth.
Okay.
It's a show on Netflix. I've been watching it with my daughter, and it's kind of like a show about some kids that there's basically like a bunch of monsters and zombies that take over the whole world. It's post-apocalyptic, and there's just like a group of kids and stuff, and they're trying to survive this apocalypse. It's just like an animated series, but it's really, really good. It's really fun. It's hilarious. I've laughed so much watching that show and stuff. There's only I think there's 3 episodes, but each episode's like an hour and a half long, I think. So it's basically like 3 movies sort of, but it's really, really good. The story's really well done and stuff. And I am enjoying the heck out of it. So yeah.
Nice.
All right, Mike.
If I was going to suggest something, I had a couple things that I've been like messing around with this week, but if you guys want a solid, awesome, super fun game to get into, you guys should go check out Mass Effect Legendary Edition. It is also for all platforms, so if you have PlayStation, you can finally play it. I have been playing through it, and it has been super fun to get back into it. And for people that haven't played Mass Effect, Josiah, it would be a really good opportunity for you guys to play something, a 3-game epic series. It's awesome. It's from BioWare when BioWare was at their best. Listen, you know what it isn't? The game that has bad graphics and Minecraft rip-off abilities like punching trees with your bare hands and using that
First
wood.
Off, Ark's graphics are actually pretty good.
Well, I can't hear you, Ben. So go play Mass Effect. Go play a solid, awesome, really fun third-person shooter that has awesome RPG mechanics. I am on Mass Effect 2. I'm almost done with it right now. I've had a blast playing it. And if you haven't played Mass Effect, this is your opportunity to play it. And if you've played it, they have updated everything. All the DLC is on it, and it is totally worth your money and time. Boom.
Nice. Okay.
Okay.
So with that being said, we hope that you enjoyed this episode of the podcast.
We love
Let
you
us
all.
know what you think in the comments below. If you're watching us on YouTube, leave a like and subscribe, all that good stuff. If you're listening to us on your favorite podcast platform, please make sure to leave a review. We'd highly appreciate that. And we will talk to you all next week. Bye.
Bye.